was going on in China long prior to us reading about it, even though the news isn't exactly disseminated in this country.
I love our country, and I don't want people to be frightened. I don't want to create panic, as you say.
We're doing sensationalism, and the same with NBC and Comcast. I don't call it Comcast. I call it Comcast. It might and it might not. I happen to feel good about it, but who knows? I've been right a lot.
But again, the last thing we can show is panic. We shouldn't have lost anybody. Nobody should have lost. China released something that they shouldn't have been allowed to release. They should not have released. It came out of China.
And no death. When on January 21st, you have one case and no death. One case. Think of that. Now we're supposed to close down
into the remainder of China. It started in Wuhan, and they stopped it. But they didn't stop it from coming to our country.
Where I'm closing up the entire country. How many people died? How many people died in the United States? How many people died? And yet I closed up. How many people died? Positive school when it comes to, in particular, one of these drugs, and we'll see how it works out, Peter. I'm not saying it will, but I think that
the world was infected. The entire world was infected. Everyone was scrambling around looking where to buy face masks and all of it.
I just want to thank everybody out there, everybody, all over the world, specifically the United States.
Yeah, panic. We're not going to show panic. And that's exactly what I did. And I was very open, whether it's to Woodward or anybody else.
Game changer. But we're going to know very soon. But we have ordered millions of units.
And this is their new hoax.
It pains me to say that this is a very successful, amazing vaccine at 90% and more. What happened? But when on January 31st, I instituted the ban, Joe Biden went crazy. He said, you don't need the ban.
We started buying all over the world. We started buying masks and gowns and everything else, and we don't want to cause pricing to go up to a level that becomes almost unaffordable. So, yeah, in that sense,
we're talking about having to do. You know, a lot of people think that goes away in April with the heat because of all we've done. The risk to the American people is going to disappear. One day, it's like a miracle. It will disappear. And from our shores, it could get worse before it gets better. It could maybe go away. We'll see what happens. Nobody really knows. The fact is, by vaccinating the elderly and the high risk, we will effectively end this phase of the pandemic and allow seniors to reclaim their golden years of their lives, which is so.
In factories, we've had tremendous success with face masks and with shields and with the ventilators. We're now supplying the rest of the world. We have all the ventilators.
As much as you can, social distancing and washing your hands and not shaking.
And leadership is all about confidence, and confidence is confidence in our country. And our people have been great. We've been put through a lot by China, by releasing this, by having this come here. We were put through a lot. They could have done something.
I know the people of New York very well. I know they want it. So the governor will let us know when he's ready. He's had some very bad editorials. There were no deaths, zero deaths at the time I closed up the country. Nobody was there. And you should say thank you very much for good judgment. Go ahead. I know you're a fake. You know that. Your whole network, the way you cover it, is fake. And most of you, and not all of you, but the people are wise to you. That's why you have a lower approval rating than you've ever had before.
Disgusting, terrible situation that was foisted upon us, and we have to show. We just don't want to use the best word.
A lot of the case levels are high because of the fact that we have the best testing program anywhere in the world. And I'm not being overly optimistic or pessimistic. I sure as hell think we ought to give it a try. I mean, there's been some interesting things. I get a lot of credit for having closed our country very early to a very heavily infected country, China. This was something that happened, and it's happened to millions of people all over the world, and I'm fighting for them, not just in the U.S.
Our numbers compared to other countries, other parts of the world, it's been an amazing job that we've done. I think it's very sad in many respects.
I talk about the Chinese virus, and I mean it. That's when people die from the flu. And this is very unusual. And it is a little bit different, but in some ways it's easier, and in some ways it's a little bit tougher. But we have it so well under control. I mean, view this the same as the flu. When somebody sneezes, I mean, I try and bail out as much as very early. And I took a lot of heat for that too. But that was a good thing. Now they're doing similar things that we're doing. So I didn't act late. I acted early. I acted far before anybody.
Jump up and down and start.
And then I see the disinfectant expert knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs. Any way that you can apply light and heat to cure.
Saying is this, how do you
If you
close
could,
down
and maybe you
the
can, maybe you
greatest
can't.
economy
Again, I
in the
say
history
maybe
of
you
the
can.
world? When on January 17th,
situation
you
we
have
have
some
now,
cases,
the fact that
and
Long before anybody else wanted to do it, I very heavily on board China. If I didn't do that, we would have had hundreds of thousands more people.
How many people died? How many people died in the United
Certainly,
States?
I'm not going to drive this country or the world into a frenzy. We want to show confidence. We want to show strength.
Greatest companies anywhere in the world, greatest labs in the world. But he doesn't trust the fact that it's this White House, this administration.
All the way back, I have to be back because we still have to make America great again. We've done an
As soon as April, the vaccine will be available to the entire general population, with the exception of places like New York State, where I should be. I took tremendous criticism from the various papers. From this day something that's really bad reporting, and you want to get back to reporting instead of sensationalism. Let's see if it works. And the best tests, and we test far more than any other country.
It's a war, different kind of war
Along with
than
the
we've
rest
ever
of the
had.
world,
Our
we gotta
country's
learn
not
about
supposed
it.
to be.
And then we opened it up, and now we know the
built to
vulnerable,
shut
we know
down.
who it attacks,
Our
who
people
it's
are
so vicious against.
That it has been
And I
described
think we've done
totally
from every
different
standpoint
but it has been described for many years, and everybody knows.
Win with as few lives lost as
How many
possible.
people died in the
It's a
United
tough
States? How
enemy.
many
It's a
people
tough killer.
died in
We
the
want to
United
show
States?
strength as a nation, and that's what I've done, and we've done very well.
And I think
We've
it's a
done
very bad
well
signal
from
that
any
you're putting out to
standard
the
you
American
look
people.
at.
The
How
American
many people died in the
looking for
United
answers,
States?
and they're
In the
looking
United
for hope.
States?
If we didn't do what we did, we would have had millions of people die. We
How
closed
many
up our
people
country, we
died in
closed
the
it up
United
very, very
States?
quickly, very effectively with vaccines.
We have it so well under control. I mean, view this the same as the
And you should
flu.
say thank you very much for
Win with
good
as
judgment.
few
If I
lives
didn't do
lost
that,
as
we would have had
possible.
hundreds of thousands more people.
How many
die.
people died in the
How
United
many
States?
people
How many people died in the United
Celebration
States?
when we win. And we're going to win
It's been an amazing
with as
job that
few
we've done.
lives
How
lost
many
as
people
possible.
died in the United States?